programs at different MiamiDade College campuses, as well as some other locations. I'm Mike Matthews. I'm the Earth Ethics Institute representative here at Inter-American Campus, and I'd just like to tell you a little bit about what we do at Earth Ethics Institute quickly. Earth Ethics Institute is the voice for environmental sustainability and earth literacy at MiamiDade College. And we really get involved kind of in all levels of the college, working with administration to make sure that earth literacy and environmental sustainability are represented in the college's learning outcomes, and the strategic plan, or even just making sure with working facilities at the different campuses to make sure there's things like recycling on campus. We work with students. We have a student organization called the Yes Club that focuses on service related to environmental sustainability and earth literacy. But most importantly, we work with faculty. We've worked with faculty over the past several years developing what we call the Global Sustainability and Earth Literacy Studies Learning Network, GSELS for short. And this is a way that we've kind of incorporated sustainability and earth literacy into all aspects of any discipline at the college. So a professor that's taken some professional development with Earth Ethics Institute, we kind of bring them up to speed on sustainability education and things like that. Then they can incorporate these topics into their class. So whether it's an art class, a math class, science, English, whatever the case may be, they can infuse these topics into their class along with the other content that they're teaching. Part of our mission at Earth Ethics Institute is to foster this idea of earth literacy, not only at the college, but in the community that we live in. So we're really glad to be working with groups such as ECOMB and Luis Rodriguez on this Stand Up, Rise Up film series. So we're really excited about this film. This film really, I think, makes the connection of how our choices and what we eat really affect the environment and the whole world around us, and how our dietary choices really can make a big impact on the world. So having said that, I'd like to invite Luis Rodriguez from ECOMB up to say a few words.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. Well, thank you guys for being here. You know, Mike said, gave a nice introduction to the project, and I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be working with Allison. This is the third documentary that we screen in this series, and we're having a little ups and downs in attendance. First time we had 86 people, second time 36, but you know, that's part of the process. And but anyway, you guys are gonna really enjoy this documentary. It's really fascinating and really wakes us up to a lot of elements that are so important in our society today, especially for you guys that have like a long future ahead of you, and you know, it's your future. So all the decisions that we make today, it really will impact how your future will look like. So anyway, again, my name is Luis Rodriguez, and I'm the director of programs for ECOMB. And ECOMB, if you don't know, stands for the Environmental Coalition of Miami Beaches. And we've been around for 20 years, and one of the longest running nonprofits in Miami-Dade. I've had some challenge recently, but it's part of the process. And but we've done a lot of really amazing projects in the community, from recycling, implementation of recycling programs throughout the state of Miami Beach. We've done over more than 300 beach cleanups, removing thousands and thousands of pounds and tons of litter from our beaches, canals, and islands. We've done the cinema green screenings, which we've been doing since 2009. We've screened over 300 documentaries. As well, we did the Environmental Film Festival. We screened for 4 consecutive years. So we've done a lot of really interesting things. So anyway, so this is really exciting that we're doing this series. We got this opportunity to do so. And we have 3 other documentaries coming up. So if you guys can take after the film, make sure to take a look at our website, or or through the Earth Ethics Institute website, you'll be able to see the list of the other documentaries. But anyway, I would like to invite someone who is also one of our partners. Her name is Shamina de Gonzaga. She is the executive director for this amazing organization in partnership with the UN. It's called the World Council for the Peoples at the United Nations. So I'll let you take over.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. So how many of you have ever thought about climate change just as something relevant for your life? Like, kind of, most of you a little bit. How about jobs? Okay, so we all know that these issues can be very local, but they're also looked at the global level. So at the United Nations, the UN, the acronym, is very good at bringing together governments and making agreements and setting targets. So 2 years ago, all of the governments came together and made a whole set of targets called the Sustainable Development Goals that they want to achieve by the year 2030. But our perspective as an organization that's associated to the UN is that these goals don't really mean anything if they don't have a resonance at the local level, and if especially young people aren't informed and sharing their input. So there are many different platforms that exist. What we're doing in partnership with different universities and organizations here is we want to find out what they mean in Miami, and those of you who've taken this questionnaire, it's one part of this project to start getting some feedback. So if you have time during the evening to take a look, share your ideas and give it back to me at the end. We will be incorporating your input and we'll follow up with you if you find that to be of interest. And thank you to Luis and to the Earth Ethics Institute and all of you for the great work you're doing. And for you to be here tonight. I know you have a lot of other places you could be too.
Thank you, Sharmila. No, another question. You attempt to collect all of the forms tonight, right?
Yeah, if for any reason you don't want to fill it out tonight, but you'd like to be involved, there's an email address at the bottom that you could write to, and we'll happily follow up with you.
But they can, for example, can they fill out, some of them, can they fill out the form and email it to you?
Sure, yeah. Just take a photo and email it.
Yeah, because sometimes I had a question asked last week. Okay, so as part of also of this series, and in fact, as part of the Cinema Green series, what we do is the following. We always try to partner with local nonprofit organizations whose mission matches the theme of the documentary. And by doing so, what we do is we offer them, space to share the work that they do, and also give them an opportunity to say a few words before the documentary, so you can learn a little bit more about some local efforts. So today we had two organizations. One, they had a challenge with the traffic. They have not been able to be here, which is 350.org. Has any of you guys heard about 350.org? Any of you guys here? Yeah? Okay, okay. It's an amazing organization that one of their main goals is definitely, was to try to educate the public about the importance of keeping the amount of carbon in the atmosphere down to 350 parts per million. That's what scientists consider as acceptable level. We are at over 400 parts per million, which is a great level of concern. Great level of concern. The only challenge is the following: is that went beyond that set apparently acceptable minimum, but we don't see the impact. And at least not so intensely as some would expect. It's because the process also, it takes a while. It's cumulative. But anyway, so the other organization that we have here, we have the Humane Society, and it's a fantastic Humane League. I've done that before. The Humane League, and they do an amazing work. So I'd like to invite Zoe, the executive director, to say a few words about her organization and the efforts.
Thank you for having me. Hi, I'm Zoe. I'm the South Florida Grassroots Director for the Humane League. We're an international farm animal protection organization that focuses on a world where the treatment of animals is just. That is our vision. So we reduce animal suffering through grassroots outreach all across the United States and Mexico, as well as through international corporate campaigns that target the largest corporations on Earth and the worst practices towards animals. It is because of our effectiveness, we really focus on effectiveness, that we have not lost a single one of our hundreds of campaigns against organizations like Walmart, Sodexo, Aramark, Compass, the list goes on and on and on. So that is pretty much what the Humane League does, and I'll be happy to talk more about that after the film at our panel discussion. Thank you very much.
Yes, and make sure to come over to the table back there and have some really good information, especially, if you guys, after this movie, I think you guys are going to be a little bit inspired, if not a lot, quite inspired. And they have some really, really amazing information regarding how you can, work through your transitional process from, a meat-based diet vegetarian and vegan diet, which, so anyway. I also like to invite two other one of our supporters in here. We have here EarthSave Miami, and Jack, if you could please come in front. And an organization I have great respect for, and I was telling him that I've known about them from long before you involved with it, maybe not. You've been involved with it, ladies?
Founded it here in Miami.
Oh, Miami, yeah, okay. I see. I'm talking about the sanitary.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yes. But anyway, so I'm gonna invite Jack from EarthSave Miami, and he'll say a few words to you guys as well.
I'm Jeff Tucker. I adopted the name VeganMan. It was given to me, but I accepted it. And I found that all the values that I really care about, the environment, the other species who co-inhabit the earth with us, and human health. Three major streams of values. They all meet in where I say there's a V, the vegan. Vegan values embrace all these things. And so we find that our slogan is saving the earth one bite at a time. And it may seem like a stretch, but what you eat has a tremendous impact on the world. Every bite, every dollar, and every action you take is contributing either to sustainability, compassion, and health, or not. So EarthSave looks for as many compliant actions, practices, and ways of spending, being a consumer, being a world citizen. And we invite you to taste the delicious vegan food and eat your way to health and a healthy planet. Thank you.
And again, don't forget to come to the table. They have some lemonade, some thick bars, right? Mm-hmm. And some coupons and some other great stuff. And also, guys, we have free coconut water here. Feel free to get some. And some popcorn as well. Oh, we have Jack. Now, this other gentleman here, I learned about them through one of my interns recently about this amazing popcorn. And I became addicted to it. I bought 5 bags today. So I'm going to have to pick it up.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Liz. I'm the Earth Ethics Institute. I've worked a lot with the Earth Ethics Institute. My name's Art Frieder. I'm the president of Urban Oasis Project, which is a local nonprofit. And a for-profit business that I'm a partner in is Shawnee's Green Thumb Popcorn. We are locally made, woman-owned, and we are vegan, organic, in the process of getting certified organic, which is a huge ordeal of bureaucracy, gluten-free, and most importantly,